Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Betty and in this video I'm going to talk about the books I read in August. Every time I finish a book I film a little bit with my opinion about the book and I put everything together and then I have a full video for you guys with my opinion about different books. So let's begin. The first book I read in August was Going for Two by Marie Fayon. I'm not really sure how to pronounce her name, but it's this book and it's about Lauren and Blake, and they have been frenemies since their childhood. They had their first kiss together, but after that it was more like an enemy-frenemy situation. Until one night they have sex together and Lauren finds out that she got pregnant. So they pretend they are dating because they want to avoid like a scandal, gossip, all that. So they are fake dating, but eventually Blake realizes he wants more, but Lauren doesn't trust him because Blake used to be like a huge player. He slept with every single woman in town, so she doesn't trust him at all. Honestly, at the beginning I thought this was going to be a great book, but I did not like Lauren's character at all. She was like super annoying, super insecure, and I wanted to scream at her at some point. I'm surprised that I finished this book because she was like super annoying. She ruined the whole book for me. I think that Blake was actually a gentleman to her. He was really helping her, trying to gain her trust. But she was like, no, I don't believe you, I don't trust you, and it was like super annoying. So yeah, it wasn't a great start of this month. The next book I read in August was Hate Mail by Donna Machete, and this book is about Naomi and Luca, and they have been writing letters to each other since the 5th grade. It was like a school project or something. They had to write a letter to someone else in a different state. Super cute idea, but somehow their letters are very mean, very rude, and it's kind of their thing, sort of. But it's kind of cute at the same time. But now Naomi is 25 and she is a weather girl at the local TV station where she lives. And the last letter she received from Luca was 2 years ago. He told her he was going to marry someone. So he's probably married by now and has a family or something. But one day at work, she receives a new letter from Luca again, and they start writing each other again, which is like super cute. Still writing each other very mean, rude letters. And they have never met each other, so they have been writing letters to each other for such a long time now, but they never met in real life. And they kind of want to meet each other, see what their vibe is in real life, if it's going to work out as a relationship or not. But Naomi is like struggling because she also met this guy who lives in the building, and that guy is Jake, and she doesn't know if she should go for Luca or Jake or someone else maybe. And honestly, this book was like super predictable. Yeah, it was like super predictable. I still really enjoyed it. I think this is another 5-star read for me. Maybe even one of my favorite books so far this year. It was really great. I loved reading those letters. It was like a mix of letters and their past and what is going on in their real lives now. It was super fun to read. I really enjoyed it. I can highly recommend this book. The next book I read was Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter, and this book is about Olivia and Colin. Olivia is like super clumsy, unlucky. She even burned down the whole building. So she has to live with her brother and his roommate Colin now. And they find each other like super annoying, Colin and Olivia. But one night Olivia receives a text message from a stranger and he is asking what she's wearing, and she's like, yeah, you got the wrong number. I'm someone else, but they keep texting each other and they send like very flirty messages. Um, and on another night, when Olivia is hanging out with her brother and Colin, they're watching a movie or something. Well, Colin finds out that he has been texting Olivia this whole time because he is Mr. Wrong Number, and he's not going to tell her. He's keeping up this lie like non-stop. He is even making it worse for himself, basically. Even when they are in a relationship, like Olivia and Colin are get together, at one point he's still not telling her about this whole thing, that he is Mr. Wrong Number, which is so wrong. So I really like this book. I love Lynn Painter's books. I read 2 other books by her now, and well, 3 in total now, and I like them all. They were great books. This book reminded me of Hate Mail, the last book I read actually. I think I prefer Hate Mail over this one, but I still like this one as well. Her other books were about teenagers, I believe. I think I read Better Than the Movies and The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, and they were all about teenager stuff and things like that. But this is actually about grown-ups, like they are 25, 30 years old. So that was different, but I really liked it. The next book I read was Twisted Love by Anna Huang, and this book is about Ava and Alex. Ava was just 5 years old when someone pushed her into a lake, and she couldn't swim, so she almost drowned. And now she is still experiencing nightmares and terrors every single night. It's very hard for her to be near a lake or a pool or whatever. And then you have Alex, and he was just a kid when he witnessed 2 people killing his parents and his little sister, and now he wants to get his revenge. Yeah, quite the opposite. Like Alex is very dark and nothing is good in this world, etc. And then you have Ava, and she is like so happy, a bubbly person. So they're really the opposite of each other. But they have known each other for several years now. Ava's brother has been friends with Alex forever, and now they are starting something like a relationship, but it's like very messy and interesting to read. So a lot of people will recommend this book, and I can totally understand why, because it was very hard to put this book down, but it was so much interesting and exciting and weird also. But yeah, it was really, really good. I really liked it. I had no idea what the book was about, because I prefer it that way. So it was a little bit darker than I expected, but it was still like really, really good. I liked Ava, but I also thought that Alex was weird, and there were so many red flags. He saw something terrible when he was younger. I totally understand that. But he wants to get his revenge. He is not against killing someone. There are so many red flags. He knows people everywhere, like even in the government. I mean, it sounded like he was in the mafia or something. But still, I weirdly enjoyed it, and I'm kind of excited to read the next book. I secretly hope that this book will be about Bridget and her bodyguard. I really hope that, because I think there is a story there. But overall, I can highly recommend this book. So these were the books I read in August. Let me know in the comment section which books you read in August. I really hope that September is going to be a better reading month for me, because I say this every time that I want to read more, but then I just don't do it. But I really hope that September is going to be a great reading month for me. But for now, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!